Alright, collective. Let's do you a midnight snack read. Let me see. Let me fix this. Let me get y'all a midnight read. Now let's see what's coming out. Let's see. Now I'm getting something in regards to the Mandela effect. Now y'all might want to go over there and look at my Aries channel if you want a little bit about that. I don't know what's going to come out these cards, but I did mention it. Now be on the lookout for that. Listen. Remember that you can always go to my Aries channel because we're in that energy. Neptune and Aries for a long time. Matter of fact, let's look it up. You can definitely see those as collective readings. Let me see. Let's just look at it. Neptune and Aries. Neptune and Aries. Aries body's becoming the emperor. Until when? Now I don't even know why I named it like that right there. Oh, it says Neptune will briefly enter Aries 2025 March 30th. October to 22nd before returning to Pisces, and then officially will move into Aries January 26th. 2026? October the 22nd before. Okay, so yeah, it's still in there, but then it's gonna go in there until January 26th to 2039. I told you a long time. Oh, all right, let me see. All right. Now let me show y'all. I don't know why this made me think about it. Why I want to show y'all this. I don't know. Because maybe because I seen that date. Let me show y'all. My grandson. He's a grown man now. One of them. My daughter just sent me this image today. Where is it? Let me see. Look at my beautiful grandson. Look at it. And this is his mommy. This is mommy. 2026, the year 2026. That's probably why I thought of that. Now, I don't know. Why did I want to show that, Spirit? Alright, let's pull from the cards and see what's going on. $2026. What's going on? Now, this did fall out in reverse, and it's the Two of Cups. Some people are like the pumpkin to your spice. Now, it's in reverse. We ain't gonna worry about it, though. It's over there in the past. And look at that. This is something new. Now, they look like they more earthly. Not to say that anything is wrong with the witches over here with the hats on, the sombreros. That's what they look like. They got on sombreros. In a pumpkin patch, drinking coffee. Look like coffee. Oh, pumpkin spice. When pumpkin spice come out? Yeah, around Halloween time, right? Let me see. I keep saying something in regards to Halloween. I don't know what kind of treat we got. Trick or treat. Now, I see somebody consoling you with the lovers. Now, it could be something going on with that. Somebody could have got benched. I'm looking at the bench. Timeout. I don't know. Now it says, will you or won't you? The choice is yours. And the Two of Wands is a choice card. Now we know that the Two of Cups the Two of Wands usually indicates the path less traveled. You know? Now I want to say that you're out here getting grounded. You're tapping into Mother Nature. And I'm just looking at all those twinkling lights around y'all. I don't know if you can see it, but a lot of twinkling lights in the trees. Pumpkin spice. Now maybe that got something to do with the Mandela effect. Maybe the label's gonna be different. Now all the cards is turned out in reverse, and it's the Sun card. And maybe you don't see something clearly yet. In regards to this vibe, this group, external conflict. Now, somebody wants to be heard. Somebody wants to be heard, because that card depicts, everybody wants to be heard. Something to their relevance. Now, over here we got, when life gives you lemons, make lemonades. Now, it look like you're learning something, the page of Pentacles. And we got Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Now we're gonna pull from the same cards that I pulled for Aries channel, because that was pretty good. I liked that. Same cards. Alright. Now let's see. Now we got Dissolution. Okay. I like it. Ooh, and Splendor. Sun Splendor. Right here on the sun. And maybe you don't see this clearly yet. I think it got something to do with a choice, boo. I think you're gonna make it. We're gonna make lemonade. Got the Ouroboros showing up here. Let me see. Completion. Alright, Spirit, give us our last card. Or whatever. Oh, and look at spring. Which is 2026. Next spring. And we got Copper. Now that used to be my old stage name, Copper Pearl. And it's Aries. I'm pretty sure that's the same. When I looked that up before, I believe that's what it told me it was. The goddess Aries. Almost see. But you know that's in Spanish. Let me make sure though. Oh, it's air. It can also be associated with the concept of. I remember reading it before, and it says something in regards to Aries. Oh, but it's okay. Let me see. Now the name Eris, primarily a Greek origin, means air or mist. It can also be associated with the concept of the lower atmosphere. The name has gained recognition through its use of popular culture, particularly in the Final Fantasy series, where it is the name of the character. In some interpretations, it's linked to earth or flower. Here's more detailed breakdown. Okay, now the name Aries is derived from the Greek word, which means air. Okay. Now I read that before, and it maybe when I looked up the Demetria. Let me see what it says in Hebrew. Maybe that's where I got it from. Let me see. Oh, you taking me back to that? I'm pretty sure. I know it. I know what I seen, but it just maybe not giving it to me. And I didn't put that. I put Edis. Maybe I put the wrong. Maybe I misspelled it. I don't know. But it's air, mist. And maybe that's all that stuff that I see in the air. The little twinkly things. Now, some people actually believe that we are in water. You know? It's just not as, solid as the one above and below. But let's see. That's solution. Let's go straight to it, Bo. Let's get to the good stuff. I got the feeling that it's gonna be good. There's something going on with the Mandela effect, though. The left and the right, the left brain. Do go check out that Aries reading. Now I was probably a little slow trying to figure some things out, but it was pretty good. All right. Let me see. Sometimes when I don't use the books for a while, I forget that they in Spanish and how to find it more quickly. But since I used it the last time, now why am I hot? It is kind of hot outside, though. I got to say that. But I just keep getting these hot flashes all damn sudden. Now, that solution is the great alchemical operation of water. The mist. It represents the form becoming formless. See? That's the mist. In many alchemical texts, it is the first operation and summarizes the heart of alchemy. As in the examum dissolved to the unit, whatever, I don't know. Now, for our purpose, it is important to know dissolution involves a dissolving of definitions, identities, and labels. The strongholds of the ego drown into the emotional realm of water. We dive back into the beginning, the prima materia, of course, is in Spanish, so listen. The prime material realm, I want to say. I don't know. Now, it says this operation is humbling and disorienting, and oftentimes feel as though the self we knew has disappeared. Who we are now, how we others will describe us. When these questions are afoot, the alchemical magic of dissolution is underway. By surrounding to the ways we unite with the essence and return to our deepest self. All right, and maybe that has a lot to do with this. That's probably why it's in reverse. And you didn't see something clearly. Now remember, this is all over here in the past position. Now let's see what the splendor is talking about. We know it's good though. We already know. We can just tell by the name alone. But we got to read it out so that we can figure out what's going on. Now it says, revel in the glory of splendor, solace. There are several cards in alchemy that relate to the sun, yet this card specifically depicts the long-term effects of its radiance. Think abundance, fulfillment, and altruism. Envision celebrations and collaborations, but it is possible in our complex world. But is it possible in our complex world? The sun's splendor says yes, one day and one ray at a time. When sun splendor arrives in the laboratory, the alchemist realizes that the kindness and the generosity are the secret ingredients. All other paths fall away. Through giving back to others and the world, we become more like the sun itself, radiant light and expecting nothing in return. Don't know where to start? Thank someone. Then thank another person. Soon the alchemist finds they are not alone in their laboratory, and miracles arrive both small and large. Now air, it's ideals, it's throat chakra. Let me see with the copper. Let me see. And it's the number 23. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I just want to give y'all all the meanings until we get to the good stuff. Now, in the ancient times, on an island called Cyprus, copper was mined extensively to make vessels and tools. This island is the same fertile ground of Aphrodite, the goddess associated with the planet Venus and the force of love, pleasure, and fertility. Such is the magic of copper. This golden-hued metal elicits delight and mystique, even a sense of awe. The copper card marks the arrival of Eros. Oh, that's what I was looking at. Eros is Aries. In the laboratory. Okay, that's what I looked up. Eros is Aries. It's likely the alchemist has been hard at work for too long, prioritizing scholarly pursuits over sensual pleasures. Get ready for a shift of priorities, for an awakening of the heart and the life-generating centers of the body. In the true alchemical experiment, nothing is excluded or separated from the work. Bring sensuality into the fold and embrace it with a reverence of curiosity. Aphrodite smiles on you with the Page of Pentacles. Now we know that the Page of Pentacles is unexpected income and all that kind of stuff. But let me look up Eros and make sure that that's what I read. Around here giving out false information in regards to the edits. Which is air. Over here. Talking about Neptune, right? We're in air. In Aries. Now. I think it's October the 22nd. Master builder number. Huh. Let me see. Let me see what Eros is. Eros is the Ouroboros, ain't it? And now I'm thinking. I think that's what that is. Ain't it? I be forgetting, y'all. Don't get me to lie. I don't know. Sometimes my mind is old age. Eros has multiple meanings. In Greek mythology, Eros is the god of love and desire, often depicted as the winged youth. A more general sense, Eros refers to physical love character. Okay. Oh. Well, where did I get that from? I don't know. Where did I get that from? Where did I get Aries from? Where did I get that from? Let me see. I know I read it and I'm not crazy. Where did I get it from? Alright, I guess it's Venus. We'll take it. Air. Alright, let me see. Splendor. Alright. I think this is the prettiest card in the deck, too. Even though she's in reverse. Now, maybe it's balanced energy. You know, as above, so below. I don't know. But we finna figure it out. Let me see what's going on. Because we did pull from the Hollywood cards. Spring has sprung. Let me see. Strength. And we got mood. With DJ Loaf. And we got sexuality with Splendor. And it's talking about spicing things up with salt and pepper. Let's talk about. And you got finesse with Cash Doll. Now she over here making lemonades. Cash Doll. I see somebody being dripped in some copper. You know? Healing properties. Gold. Didn't that card say something about gold? Yeah. What? Wait a minute. Child, I'm all in another reading. I'm all in another reading. It's air. It's Venus. It's love. It's fertility, right? All in another reading. Hold on. Now we got Cash Doll. Let me see what Cash Doll tell you to do. Let's see. What's she telling you to do? And you're finding it harder to conceal your feelings even despite your best efforts. It's time to put on a game face and take the high road. Let the Cash Doll card guide you. You know, it's that even when adversity is staring you down, you never blink an eye. Now it's telling you to sure, staying cool, calm, and collective can be hard, but haters love to spot weakness. Don't give them that satisfaction. When they go low, you go high. You know, and it's just really right here with, you know, when life throws you lemon, make lemonade. It's really going with that. And it's so crazy that, you know, she hiding one of her eyes. It's crazy. You know, don't blink an eye. Let me see. and the shadow. And salt and pepper. Representing that duality right there. Just like I said, with one in reverse and one in the upright. Because both of them is the sun. And the riddle is showing up here. Venom in the mirror. And the copper. Venom. Poisonous. Lemonade. Finesse. When they go low, you go high. It's giving me, spiritual warfare. And remember, sometimes spiritual warfare, even though, it's like even though I'm aware of this, it's like, it's almost ingenious how they do things in society to really make the people really go up against each other. It's crazy. And you can't expect these people to do any better because they ain't got no soul. And it just made me think about the devil, because the only reason why he wants to collect souls is because he doesn't have a soul. That's why he wants everybody's soul. And remember, it's the energy. I'm not talking about a real, actual devil. You know? It's so crazy. And they do these things with venom, alcohol, and drugs and things of that nature because they know that it's going to put people in their lower selves. And that's why they put it out there for you to engage in it. Just like those red dresses. Oh, so now they got the little thing after that. Now all the let me show you. You can't make it up, baby. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. It's just like it's insane. Dresses. Let's see. It's on TikTok. It's all on TikTok. All of them out here wearing skirts. All of them after the red gala. Now they all out here with the dresses on. I don't know if I saved it or not. Let me see.
Now I know y'all done seen that video.
Let me see if I can find it.
Black tea, black cash.
Let me see if I can turn it on.
Black hat threes.
Good. Now they out here in friggin' skirts. All of them out here. It's the thing now. Look at them. That's the young men today. That's what they doing, y'all. That's what they doing. These kids is different. Look at them. That's what they doing. They're talking about kilts. That ain't no damn kilt. Look at that. That's what they're doing. It's like the experiment is in full effect. It's really real. It's really real. That's what your daughter's gonna bring home. These is your new son-in-laws. There's the new son-in-laws, baby. I was like, God damn. Now let me see. Where I was going? Oh, we just gonna read out the Venom card because we know what the maiden is. The maiden is, like. Damn, wrong book. The maiden is, I forget. Let me see. We all know what a maiden is, but it's almost like the damsel. Let me see. What number is it? 8. The 8th house. Let me see. Oh. 7 and 7. The maiden archetype is the epitome of innocent arousal, naive sensuality, a precarious purity. She is compelling and addictive because of her flawless and youthful glow. Huh. Now, didn't we read out something in regards to that? Am I losing my mind? She's the first archetype in the trifecta of the maiden mother crone. And rightfully so, because she has so much to learn. The maiden is perfectly positioned for trouble to come her way and subject her to a challenge that leads to the next phase of womanhood. Yeah, with dissolution and mood, Always in the mood. With sexuality about to be finessed. Now, if you got daughters, I swear this is for you. You better make sure you checking out the dress code. I'm trying to tell you the energy is in the clothing. It's there. And I'll tell you, it's something in regards to these energies that you're going to be learning, boo. You're going to spot them a mile away. Now, we already have spotted these things, and sometimes we ignore them. And I don't care what, listen, and no, I'm not homophobic. But you're brown hair, and I know that, the young generations be having their own style and stuff like that right there. But y'all got to see the play. Y'all got to see the play. And look at them. Looking like two butches. And no, I'm not homophobic. I happen to like gay people a lot. But that's not what I'm talking about. This is a whole agenda that's going on. Now, this is crazy. Now, she must grow up, yet hesitates at the threshold, enamored by the charms of youth. The maiden represents the side of us that is Revetted and curious, drawn to the shadowy forest, darkest nights, and taking one taste of the poisonous fruit. Oh my God, Spirit, you got to be kidding me! Now look at this, right here with the shadowy, with the sun in reverse. You can't freaking see in regards to her sexuality. Wanting to spice things up because she's Splendor, instant gratification. Right here with the venom and the lemons, the poisonous fruit. Oh my God. You cannot make that up. Her magic is edgy and eludes both shame and delight. Shame and delight. Let yourself fall down the rabbit hole, young one. Boy, did I fall into the damn abyss. We was all there. I don't know. This is different though. This is real different. This is different. Wow. This is different. This is real different right here. Now, what cards do I want to pull from? Because I want some more. Let me see what's going on. Now, look at that. Look. The 8 of Wands, communication. And look at all of them out there in the streets with their dresses on. In the mood. Nocturnal. What do you call it? Oh, out there in those night streets, howling under the moon. And look at her. Look. Shy, innocent, and fragile. About to take her first drink. Look at her. She got the drink in her hand, y'all. You see the drink in her hand? She about to get that liquid courage on. She about to get it on. Look at her in a fetal position. And look, and who is that coaching her? Somebody that's older than her trying to get. Yeah, girl, go ahead, take the first drink. You can do it. Yeah, the toxic witch. Look at it. That's crazy as hell. Spirit is wild. Whoa. Yeah, the 3 of Swords. And all that damn pain come from that too, don't it? The library. Now it look like somebody learned some lessons. Oh. Yeah. The Magician. I told you. The Magician want to give you the wine, boo. Now who gave you wine? Who gave it to you? Do you see it? They was all partying, right? Drunk out of their freaking minds. Yeah. Let me give you a little bit of bread so it can sop some of that wine up so you can drink a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, you can handle it. You can handle it. Look at this. And what's this? The 9 of Cups. Yeah, it's right there in reverse. Wish fulfillment. It wasn't what you thought it was gonna be, boo. They lied to you. The first time was horrible, right? It was horrible. It was horrible. Yeah, judgment. That's what the shame and the guilt, retribution, coming home to yourself. Yeah, look like you got the message. But there's a lot of people about to go through it. Well, you better talk some sense into him, boo. You better talk. The Ace of Wands. There's the magic stick. Passion. Right next to it. And there you go. Five of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the freaking cold. Wow. Spirit, you wow. Now, what is this? The Queen of Swords. Somebody trying to talk sense into some damn body. Yeah. This little tough love right here. The truth about that wand. The Magician. And the Queen of Pentacles here as well. The capitalist society that this card talks about. Wow. This is crazy. Oh, yeah. Now, this is telling you to let go of self-imposed limitations with the Page of Pentacles, because you got a new start. You know? With this venom. Did we read that out? Let's see. Even though it was clear. It was clear. It was friggin' clear. Didn't even need to read it out. I'm talking about it just spelt it all the way out, didn't it? Lord, have mercy on me. Now let me see where we at. X. Let me see. This is like, I think this is for parents. They got daughters and sons. Oh my God. I'm not laughing at you either. Trust me, I'm not. Trust me, I am not. I am not. Oh. That's why I showed you the daughter and the son. My daughter and the son. That's why I showed it to you. Huh. That's why I showed it. Now let me see. That's why I showed it to you. Now, much to our dismay, the venom is always lurking in the shadows in one form or another. Its toxic presence may be found in our relationships, thoughts, speech, or environment. Thankfully, the cycle of purification and detoxification comes so naturally that it's built in our every exhale. We breathe out carbon dioxide, and the plants return to us as oxygen. The archetypal venom is rarely remedied as easily. However, it can come in a potent forms and quantities that are deeply damaging to us and to the world. When a venom card appears, there is a harmful substance in our psychic realm that must be identified. Perhaps your words have a sting of poison about them. Perhaps a relationship is slowly draining your reverence. Acknowledgement is the first step. Change the second. Remedy will reveal itself in time. With it, forgiveness. Yeah. Now, temperance does speak about, now, Three. Okay, this one go over here with the lemonade. Yeah. Alright. Because I do 6. Now, temperance does tell you to have a temperament in regards to the 7 deadly sins. Because it's like Michael, the root doctor. It helps you temper temptation. You know? You know? And don't let these people about be out here finessing you and finesse. The cash doll. You know, when they go low, you go high. You know? Now I'm just looking at somebody at the head of the table. The head of household. The parent. Yeah. Trying to teach and talk somebody. Now what does this say on this little card right here? I don't know. Is that a reservation? You know how they have the cards up there for reservation? Got some books up there. Got some tea. Yeah. Now, even though this is Queen of Swords, she got 4 cups over here. And some pentacles down there. And it says, don't you dare lower your voice to anyone. What? Be stern? That's what it say. Whoever trying to finesse you. What is going on? Stand in your truth. You know? Now the Page of Swords is here, and we know that this is curiosity. And we know that curiosity killed the cat. Right there with that library. A little pain. And it says curiosity is a type of magic. Because that's all spell work. Relationship. I mean, you get caught up in the spell, don't you? The love bug. Yeah. This is giving me the parent archetype. Found something online that's a little disturbing in regards to those 2 cups she looking at. Because this is the 8 of Swords. Stop overthinking and just do it. And maybe you want to go look in somebody's personal business, you know. It's a little difference between different demographics of people, cultures. We'll go on your shit. I bought it, it's mine. Don't invade my privacy. Whatever. Now you got the 10 of Cups right here. Family. And I'm just looking at how these two is looking at her. Coming of age. Look at her. Building a little castle. She in the fantasy of, the relationship. Look at all them damn bottles around. Why is bottles when it's cups? What is that? Look at the love potion. Look at it. It's right there on the Ace of Wands. What you gonna do, mommy? What you gonna do? What are you gonna do, mommy? Let's talk about sex, baby. Somebody's curious. Yeah, and they look like they look young too. If you don't meet somebody who's out there selling lemonade, uh-oh. Seems like she ready. She in the mood. Boy. Yeah, the plant shop. What's she going out there to get some medicinals? Ready to invest. They ready to invest. It looks like some trees and stuff. Look at her. What she got in her hand? She got something, baby. I tell you, these cards is, I don't know who made them, but wow. They are impeccable. You have to get that love potion, baby. That splendor. Yep. Damn. Is it fated that we all go through this crazy ass cycle? Now, somebody said something in regards to marriage is 50% in divorce. I think that's a whole lie. I want to give it a little bit more. I give it a little bit more. Because you're too young and you don't know. You're not ready. You're not ready. Look at the state of the world. How many good parents are there? And we can't even use Hollywood for example, because they put their kids up on the altar. Like, god darn, just think about Usher, Justin Timberlake. I mean, what's the other one name? The other one. Just think about them. Shirley Temple. Just think about all of them. Oh my God. And I just think about when I was younger, because dating an older man when you was a teenager, that was normal. It was not frowned upon. It wasn't. Yeah. I remember all of us when we was in school. Yeah, we like older men because women just mature, quicker. I'm not saying that it was right. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it was normal for somebody 15 to be with somebody that was like 23. It was normal. Anybody from my age, demographics, they know I'm telling the truth. Yeah. And then you got the high priestess right here with the Queen of Swords, and it's telling you, don't you dare lower your voice, because you see the truth. You see it. And you're going to speak it too. Yeah. And what's this? The Eight of Pentacles. Look at her, got the hammer in her hand. This is sorry, but fairies are not going to come down and do all the work for you. It's like you got a lot of people like Jesus taking the wheel, praying for their kids and stuff like that. Of course you have to let your children learn tough lessons and things of that nature. But you still have to, instill something. And my mom ain't tell me nothing. I didn't even know. Y'all, when my period came on, I put a Band-Aid down there. I didn't even know what the hell was going on. It took me like 3 days to figure it out. You imagine Putting a band-aid down there. Shit. I ain't know nothing. Now here we go. We got the shop at the King of Pentacles. Let me see. At the bottom of the deck, that's that capitalist world society. Open shop. The shop is open. Look at her waiting on the porch. And it says true success isn't just about money. It's about happiness too. You know? Mm-hmm. Hollywood has finessed us all. Then they spirit. They're their spirit. Dang, this was too funny right here. Wow. This is too funny. Now what happened to the car that was up there? What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Alright, let's put one up there. I don't know where it was. What did I do with it? Alright, he gave it to me. Oh, the witch is in. And there's no need to sacrifice. You can have it all. With the venom. That's the Queen of Pentacles. Oh. Damn. And what? Alright. The Queen of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Replace your self-doubt with self-confidence. You know? Start with the man in the mirror. I told you she got on that red dress. I don't know. What is that? The 10 of what? It says good luck charm. Is this an extra card in here or something like that right there? And it's an acorn. Huh. Wow. I'm not sure what this card is. It just say 10, good luck charm. And it says if nothing seems to be going your way, cast a spell. And after the card is just one, just do it. Now I'm not telling you to do no spells, but you know how you speak things into existence. You might have to say something to somebody. Plant the seed. She said she got this hammer right here. She ain't playing. Oh, and then, oh, wait a minute. I just seen an acorn. It looked like she got an acorn in her hand right there. What is that? And yeah, ain't that a little thing that eat acorns or something like that? What is it? Now, let me look up what acorns is. That look like it. Oh, the spring, the greyhound, the acorn. Don't they? Let me see. I don't know if it have any significant meaning, but I'll look it up. I think it has something to do with spring, but of course, but rich spiritual symbolism of 10 representing potential growth, strength, and good fortune. It embodies the ideal that great things can emerge from small beginnings, like a mighty oak tree growing from a tiny seed. In various cultures, the acorn is also associated with fertility, birth, and even immortality, particularly in the Celtic and Druid traditions. Now, it is giving me something that's grounded. And also, this card even talked about it. I don't know. I do see you entering a new door. And it's green, so it's giving me good energy. You know? temperance. Yeah, I don't think he's selling your soul. I don't know. I just get the feeling that somebody needs to talk to a child. Yeah, it looks like I'm just looking at them. Now, I could be talking to somebody that's same sex. Oh, what's going on here? I don't know. But something's going on. Something's going on. Yeah. Somebody might be curious about wanting to do drugs as well, if they ain't already doing it. Boy, I wish somebody would have talked to me. I swear I do. I wish I would have just had just a little bit of guidance. God damn, man. Just a little something, spirit. Just a little something. Just at least to show me how to put on a pad. God darn. And I have no gripes with my mother. None. Nope. She just didn't know no damn better. Yeah. I understand it now. That sometimes people can't give you what they ain't got. You know? That's why sometimes it do take a village. You know? Alright. Now look like you got the hammer at somebody about to crack him upside the daggone head. If they don't get it together. I don't know. But the Queen of Wands is here. I don't know. You know, sometimes mommies be out there wilding out too. You know, they do. Be out here just like the youngins. Still turning up. 79 years old, still leaning. Still leaning. Still leaning to the side. Still going to the club. You seen that guy that just got taken out on live, talking about the clubs and stuff. Broad daylight. He's sitting in the car. They came. They looked for his location and came right up there. Right there on live. That's crazy. With his old tail still doing in the club, I don't know, y'all. I think after a certain age, you need to come about it. How old was I when I stopped going to the bars? Too old, but it had to be like maybe 37. Yeah. Something like that right now. Still too old. Yeah. But anyway, you know, I ain't gonna beat up on you too bad, cause shit, I don't know. I didn't have the tools or the know-withal. Now that you know, I don't know. I think somebody need to talk to their kids. That's what I need. I think that's what's going on here. You know, it's time to be a role model for your babies. Anyway, that's your message, darling.